So I was in a client meeting this week and I'm talking to an advisor about the question of, well, hey, look, is now actually a reasonable time for me to be resetting my fees, for me to be changing the story, increasing my price? And that was really the point of the evolution of where their business was at. For a lot of what they were doing, it was absolutely beyond time to go back to their clients and say, hey, look, here's what we're doing, here's why we're doing it, here's the value we bring to the table, and here's what the new price is. And at the moment, we're months into the whole mess that's been created by the COVID-19 pandemic. And so this is a question that I've been asked dozens upon dozens of times from advisors. Considering the way things are now, is now a good time to be going back to clients and saying, hey, we're about to put your fees up? And so it sparks the question, when is the right time to increase your fees? When is the right time to renegotiate? When is the right time to change the story? And the thing about this is, I've been asked this question literally hundreds of times. And there's always some backdrop that forms the context around the question. So markets are down, laws have changed, things have happened in their life, in their business. The truth of the matter is that changing the story with your clients, changing the price, resetting the relationship should be something that you're comfortable doing at any point in time. So the way I always answer this is very simple. When's the right time to do it? When you should. When should you bring it up? When you actually realize that you have a supply and demand change. When you realize that the value you're bringing to the table has changed. When you realize that the deal that you've done before no longer fits. You see, any relationship is an ongoing and constant renegotiation. So whether you're an accountant or a financial advisor or anyone that works with clients, the most appropriate time to reset your fees is when you should. And if you're sitting there making excuses for where you're at based on, well, the circumstances are bad, markets are down, COVID stuff's going on, then the problem with that is that you have now created an honesty disconnect. You're now so worried about prevailing conditions that you're being dishonest with your clients. And this is what I always talk to people about. It's not about trying to charge the most you can. It's not about trying to imposition your clients. It's about deciding what's the business that you run. Who do you want to do it for? And on what terms are you prepared to do it? And always being honest about that. And honesty means that things change, that things evolve. And if you don't evolve with your business, then you have disengagements happening throughout your client base. And what I mean by that is you have a disconnect. You have little disengagements. Maybe the client's still a client, but all of a sudden you've got some clients on some relationships, on some fee levels, and you've got other clients on others. And this is really one of the biggest reasons why I see so many professional services firms running at suboptimal levels, running businesses that have very low profit margins when the people who own the businesses are actually getting paid for the work that they do in them. And that doesn't have to be that way. And considering the value that you bring to the table, your businesses should be extremely profitable. And in order to do that, you have to own your own value. You have to be honest. And the last thing I'm going to say about this is, it's always in the problem times that our advisors are scared to put their true value across to clients. Now, to be honest, advisors are always generally scared to do that. And it's only when you take ownership of your own value and you move past this fear that you move from being good to being great, to really taking ownership of your value. And whether it's in the good times or the bad times, you need to do it when you understand that, when the nexus is broken. It's just about being honest. things have changed. This is what we need to charge you in order to deliver this value to the table. And it's okay if that's not for you, but this is what I'm prepared to do, and this is the fee. After all, the fee is the fee. Thanks very much. Make sure you're bringing your best value to the table.